My last video I did on animation did really well. So I figured I'll make another one. I spent like a day trying to figure out what I was going to talk about, but I finally came to the conclusion that I was going to talk about a Roblox game that has previously been blowing up pretty big on YouTube. You can put your guesses on what the game is going to be down in the comments section below. Now here it is. Rainbow Friends! If you didn't know what Rainbow Friends is, and you want to know, guess who can tell you. Rainbow Friends is a game on Roblox where, you know what, I'm just going to tell you about it. How's that sound? So the game starts up with you and all your classmates getting on a bus and going on a field trip to this carnival. But there's a cutscene that shows you that this mysterious hand comes into the screen and flips the sign around, pointing to the place they're supposed to go, so now we're heading down the wrong path. I would like to mention that there are warning signs and, don't go down here signs, but I guess the bus driver was just dumb and thought that they were not there on purpose, an accident or something. I don't know. You go down the wrong path and your bus crashes. And there's a cutscene of this mysterious person pulling all of your classmates into this big room. You wake up with all your classmates in this weird gray room. And then this voice comes on in the loudspeaker telling you about he has trapped you here and he needs you to do a couple things. There's a cutscene showing that he's got a bunch of blocks on a table, and then they fall over, and he asks us to come around and pick them up and bring them back to the theater and put them back on the table for him. Okay, no problem. It's not like I'm scared to be here. He opens a big gate and lets all of us out. You start walking around to look for the blocks. A couple of them are in plain sight, but a few of them you have to look around for a while to find. You get about 14 blocks in, and you've got a couple more to go until the next challenge comes on. So you keep looking around for the blocks so you can move on to the next challenge. I was just walking around looking for a block when this giant blue monster comes out of the door and eats my friend. I didn't know there were monsters in this game. Farewell, Tony. Rip in peace, little bro. After you finally brought all the blocks back to the theater, he comes on the loudspeaker again and then announces that there is a monster, and he says, I hope Blue didn't get too many of you. Oh, no, it's okay. He ate a couple people, but thanks for the warning ahead of time. He then announces that another monster will be released into the big factory place that you're going around in. Well, great. I was having a good enough time with the big blue guy, but add another one, that's okay. The new monster that's going to be released is green. It's a green monster with really long arms. He says that this monster can't actually see. It's blind. So how can it catch you? Gee, I don't know. There's probably not a catch or something. The next few items you have to collect are food packets. And again, bring them back to the theater and put them in these little slot things so you can feed the creatures. But there's 3 food slots. We only have been introduced to 2 monsters. That seems bad. There's more? Ugh. So I ran into green a couple times, but as long as you just stay to the wall, you're basically fine. I forgot to mention that there's a feature you have where it's a box. It's just a plain box. You can get other colors and stuff. But you could put the box on before a monster comes at you, and it won't know where you are then, which is kind of dumb, thwarted really easy. So it'll go away if you have your box on. So just mentioning that. After you collected all the food packets and put them back, he announces that there's another monster that's also going to be coming at you, which is Orange. Orange basically looks like this. Yeah, he's really ugly, isn't he? Anyway, the way to avoid Orange is when you don't feed him, there's a jagged yellow line that appears somewhere. And if you stay off the yellow line, he won't come and eat you. Pretty simple, right? That's what I thought. But when I first played, I followed the yellow line. I thought we were supposed to go to wherever it was pointing. I ended up just getting eaten by him because he was running in the exact direction I was. There is another monster. He's purple, but he only stays in the vents. He doesn't walk around. But if you see him in the vents, don't walk on the footprints that the other guy left. I thought that would save me, but it didn't. My friend NoobTuber121, go check out his channel, by the way, he also plays Rainbow Friends. We played it together one time, and we both lost because it was really hard. And we both thought that we were supposed to walk on the footprints, but we died. Come on, man. There is a final thing you have to do to escape the factory once and for all. But there's this one block level I couldn't get past where you have to stack the blocks on top of each other and climb up them to get into the vent. But I couldn't do that because there's no jump button. So you can't do it. Ugh. So is Rainbow Friends a bad game? Absolutely not. I think that Fragment Games did a really good job. But I've been wanting a part 2 for a while. So come on, release chapter 2. Please. Rainbow Friends fans need it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend playing this game. Although it is hard and it takes a while. So you can only probably play it if you have a cheat code and a lot of time. I've really enjoyed being here. Bye-bye.